As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But first down, Hurts. Quick slant to Brown.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
The Eagles at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a second down throw for Daniels.
Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
On second down, it's Daniels.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To the air goes Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Daniels now on 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. On fourth down, here's Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
They go play action with Hurts.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here's Daniels. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Touchdown, Washington! Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. Incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
19, 19.
On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sly able to put this one through. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Daniels taking a shot for Samuel.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second down, here's Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 112 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, Daniels. He'll find Harry on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Daniels. Flushed out right. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A first down throw for Daniels. This one swung out here to Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Daniels now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, Daniels again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, but it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think...
And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a fourth quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Complete to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Daniels escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
the Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Back to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
and now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. So